Hi, folks. Thanks for joining me on this Infinera corporate overview presentation. I'd like to talk to you a bit about the company itself and give you a bit of a background. Infinera is a world-class company with headquarters located in the heart of Silicon Valley in Sunnyvale, California. With excellent centers located across the globe, we leverage core competencies for research and development, manufacturing, including centers that focus on optical architecture, metro, and coherent technology in Ottawa, California. We're about 2,350 employees around the globe that are totally focused on the customer success. In fact, our customer base is a very broad base spanning some of the world's most demanding customers, from Tier 1 network operators, cable MSOs, submarine network owners, and operators, as well as internet content providers. While I'll give you a minute to absorb this list of customers, one thing I will add here is that Infinera built this entire customer base starting from the time of economic distress, and large incumbent optical networking players were our competitors, meaning that the company had to rely on innovation and solid differentiation to penetrate these customers and take market share away from some of these large owners and operators. The differentiation led us to enable our customers to redefine optical networks, and the result was massive success in the marketplace. I won't read this entire slide, but I will say that enabling an infinite pool of intelligent bandwidth is no easy task. And it's a focus area for Infinera. To build a network that is built to allow flexibility to grow, adapt, and deliver requires intelligence. We call it the Intelligent Transport Network, and it's what has underlined our success over the years. In fact, our success has driven us to market-leading positions in long-haul, data center interconnect, and metro. I will take a moment to emphasize that the data center interconnect market did not exist until Infinera created it. In fact, it was a direct result of building exactly what our customers wanted and needed. We invented the market in late 2014 based upon feedback from the internet content providers and have continued to lead it ever since. In fact, our newest products, the XT family of products, resulted from this market as a disaggregated versus an integrated platform for the network operators outside of the internet content providers to help simplify their networks. This leads us into our next section, where we talk about what exactly is it that makes. So Infinera has taken the difficult road of creating the world's first large-scale photonic integrated circuit, meaning we build lasers, modulators, waveguides, amongst other components, right on to an indium phosphide-based optical engine grown right here in Sunnyvale, California. The photonics are then integrated with the electronics and software for a fully vertical integrated experience. Some of you may wonder what that fully vertical integrated experience means. Well, it means that similar to companies like Apple or Tesla, who not only make the product and the software and the hardware, as well as the service and support centers, we use it to deliver a unique and very positive customer experience. And Infinera does the exact same thing. So the Infinera experience is something we'll talk about later in this presentation. At the heart of the Infinera technology is the photonic integrated circuit, and with each generation comes an improvement in density and performance. However, the cadence of this improvement is one Infinera has continually looked on improving. From the initial stages of a 4 to 5 year cadence cycle to now, where we are on track for an improved 2-year cadence over the next several years. When you put all of this together, you may be asking yourself, well, how does this make Infinera unique? In fact, Infinera competes with many traditional optical players with features like high baud rate, dense modulation formats, but it's our ability to package these items together is what makes us unique. In fact, when you put it all together between the photonic integrated circuit, the DSP, and our packaging, we not only increase the reliability of our products, but also reduce the capital and operational costs for our customers. Leveraging our PIC and our DSP help us put it all together with software to make the overall experience unique, faster, and better than any. However, Infinera technology goes well beyond just hardware. We'd like to think that we're all about speed. Imagine what you could do if everything was faster. You could generate more services, more value, more revenue, and instantly. We recognize the fact that as networks get larger and more dynamic, managing customer demand without overbuilding the network for services that may never come can be a big issue. The move to a success-based model is more palatable, which is why we've continued to introduce faster ways to network. And our most recent announcement is Instant Network, the ability to build a network with a few clicks of a mouse. Just to give you a sense of how that works, it requires a combination of hardware, it requires software, and a unique architecture that allows our customers to experience an Amazon-like shopping experience. Just click to add the bandwidth to your cart and check out and add it to the network right away. Unique stuff for sure. In fact, no one in the optical networking industry has anything remotely close. So now let's talk a bit about the market. One of the reasons Infinera has been very successful is that we are well positioned in a large optical market made up of internet content providers and communication service providers. While a majority of our revenue stream comes from communication service providers, the internet content providers provide a leading indicator of many trends that may eventually make their way into the communication service provider networks. As a result, we define and build highly intelligent, flexible products to address a diverse market need. These two markets, the web scale market and the telecom market, alone represent a $15 billion market opportunity. Yet the products that they require are similar and yet different at the same time. And our network solutions must address these unique requirements of web scale and telecom networks. So what Infinera does is we focus on the current key areas of our customers' concern. Today, most of that content is stored right in the cloud. As a result, our customers are building cloud-based network infrastructure. They're delivering that cloud-based network infrastructure through the metro networks. So we have a great deal of focus on building the right, most optimal metro network infrastructure. And with the advent of 5G, they're taking a lot of those 100 gig circuits that the metro network is now growing very rapidly in, right to the 5 gig tower or 10 gig right to the user's home. And that requires the next gen aggregation network. So our focus areas is building products and solutions to bring these thousands of wireless towers, consumer broadband services in the optical domain. And as a result, we're focused in the right areas customers worry about the most. But while we're focusing on all these areas, the one thing that we can't do is we can't take away that commitment to partners and customers that we've always had. In fact, one thing that really differentiates Infinera in the marketplace is our ability to support our customers. Like our CEO, a native Texan, says, what separates men from boys is what happens when there's trouble. And Infinera always steps up to take care of our partners and customers. In this particular case, what you're looking at is the result of the Hurricane Maria, where our DTNX platform and instant bandwidth solution was able to restore traffic to our customer within 48 hours. This is just one example of lots of examples that I can talk you through to talk about how Infinera serves their customer base time and time again. Whether it's a hurricane, a flood, an earthquake, we always for our customers. So let me conclude this section by saying that we, Infinera, consistently shine over the competition in two primary areas. One is platform simplicity, and the other is cost of ownership. We continue to build best-in-class platforms that are easy to grow, scale, and deploy, and leverage automation wherever possible. By deploying simple, easy-to-use, highly scalable platforms, we also drive down that cost of ownership. That cost of ownership starts with a low initial deployment cost that we can start off with. We can also grow it over time by leveraging our best-in-class optical engine and software, and then we can scale that using a software-based model, our instant bandwidth, instant network approach that allows our customers to grow their network without forklift. But looking beyond the products, Infinera continues to add value through what we experience, or we rather prefer to call the Infinera experience. The Infinera experience is based upon four primary areas. So let's run through each one of these separately. Of the Infinera experience, we call the technology leadership area. It changes year over year, but suffice it to say, every year our solutions get better, faster, smaller, and as a result, our products are easier to use and easier to grow. In 2016, we announced the Infinera Infinite Capacity Engine that continues to be deployed today, providing multi-terabit photonics and flex coherent electronics. That allows our cost of their network infrastructure. But on top of that, we never sacrifice quality because it matters a lot. In fact, with a mean time between failure of 63 years for some of our line cards, that is just an example of our quality and our commitment to quality overall. In fact, our photonic integrated circuit, which has never failed, is kind of like the chip in your computer, which doesn't fail. We grow it, it either works or it doesn't, and when it works, it never fails. And it just keeps working forever. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. We are totally committed to our customer success. When our customers succeed, we succeed. It's a philosophy that carries from the CEO down. And there are dozens of examples I can point you to on why we do things that no other vendor would even consider. So on top of the fact that we can not only deliver the best solutions, the focus on the customer is what keeps our customers coming back to us over again. And I'm going to round it all out by saying that we really focus on speed. What separates Infinera from our best competitors is the fact that we do things faster. In fact, we always bet on the fact that you will need more bandwidth than you think, and you will need it faster than you think. So we've built our products, our software, and our support structure around customers' need for speed, and we will deliver faster than anyone. When you put all of that together, it really defines this thing that we call the Infinera experience. It's taking that intelligent transport network, making it scalable, easier to use, built for speed, fully automated, so that you can build that next communications infrastructure that the market customers need. So I'm going to conclude my presentation today by saying the Infinera focus on building an infinite pool of intelligent bandwidth is not just a marketing slogan. It is embedded in our products and our services. It is designed to solve our customers' problem in flexible, cost-efficient ways. We increase their speed to revenue while lowering cost and complexity, and most importantly, delivering high customer value. So with that, I'd like to thank you for your time and appreciate you listening to this presentation.